Good morning, everybody. In the previous lecture, we have seen projections, direction angles, direction cosines, and direction ratios. Today, we are going to see vector product of two vectors. So let's see vector product of two vectors. Vector product of two vectors. Let A bar and B bar be any two vectors in the space which are inclined at angle theta. So we have two vectors in the space A bar and B bar, and which are inclined at an angle theta. So this is A bar and this vector is B bar, and they are inclined at an angle theta. The vector product of two vectors, vector product of two vectors A bar and B bar is denoted as A bar, and read it as A bar cross B bar, and is defined as A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine theta into n cap, where n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. See, the vector product of two vectors A bar and B bar is denoted as A bar cross B bar, and we read it as A bar cross B bar. And it is defined as A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine of angle between them into n cap, where this n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar, or n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar. In particular here, A bar cross B bar is a vector. This is vector. We have seen dot product is scalar, but here vector product is vector. A bar cross B bar, this is a vector which is perpendicular to A bar and B bar, or the plane of A bar and B bar. Here this is the vector A bar cross B bar, or along this vector n cap is the unit vector. So cross product of two vectors is a vector, and that vector is perpendicular to A bar and B bar, or it is perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar. If see here A bar and B bar, if this blackboard is a plane, then this A bar cross B bar is the vector which is perpendicular to A bar and B bar, or the plane containing A bar and B bar. See, this A bar cross B bar is this vector. Actually, A bar cross B bar is this vector which is perpendicular to A bar as well as it is perpendicular to B bar, and it is perpendicular to this board. It means that this vector is perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar. And this n cap is the unit vector along the vector A bar cross B bar. So A bar cross B bar is in this way. Then this A bar, B bar and this n cap form a right-handed triplet. It means right-handed triplet. See here. This thumb shows the direction of A bar and B bar, and this curly finger shows the order of A bar and B bar. A bar rotation here, A bar then B bar. So this curly finger shows the order of A bar and B bar, and this thumb shows the direction of A bar and A bar cross B bar. Thumb shows the direction of vector A bar cross B bar. See here, if this is the vector A bar cross B bar, which is perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar as well as perpendicular to A bar and B bar, and n cap is the unit vector along this A bar cross B bar. So this is the definition of vector product of two non-zero vectors. Now, vector product of two non-zero vectors. Now, we see some remarks of this vector product. This vector product is also called as cross product. Jasa baka, as we have seen in scalar product. Scalar product is also called as dot product, or dot product is also called as scalar product. Here, vector product is also called as cross product. So, see some remarks. First, we know that the definition of A bar cross B bar. A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine theta into n cap. So, the magnitude of A bar cross B bar, it is equal to magnitude of A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine theta. It is scalar. So, into sine theta into magnitude of vector n cap. Now see, n cap is unit vector, so its magnitude is 1. So, here is no need to write, or you may write as n magnitude of n cap is equal to 1. So therefore, magnitude of A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine of theta. Remark 2. A bar cross B bar is perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. See, A bar cross B bar is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B, or it is perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar. Third remark. Now see, as n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to A bar and B bar, it means that n cap is the vector along the vector A bar cross B bar. So, by the definition of unit vector, we can write the n cap. The unit vector n cap is along A bar cross B bar. So therefore, n cap is equal to, see, in 11th standard previously we have seen, if A cap is the unit vector along the vector A, then by the definition A cap is equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. If A cap is the unit vector along the vector A, here n cap is the unit vector along the vector A bar cross B bar. So using this definition, n cap is equal to vector A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of vector A bar cross B bar. So this is the formula for unit vector along the vector A bar cross B bar. Now remark number 4. If A bar and B bar are coplanar vectors, then any vector C bar in the space can be written as C bar is equal to x into A bar plus y into B bar plus z into A bar cross B bar. So if we have two vectors A bar and B bar, they are coplanar, but they are not non-collinear. They are non-collinear. They are not collinear. A bar and B bar are coplanar but not collinear. Then the vector C bar in the space can be written as or can be expressed as C bar is equal to x into A bar plus y into B bar plus z into A bar cross B bar, because A bar, B bar and A bar cross B bar span the whole space. So that's why any vector C bar in the space can be written as x into A bar plus y into B bar plus z into A bar cross B bar. Now remark number 5. See, we have A bar cross B bar is equal to, what is the definition of A bar cross B bar? Magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine theta into n cap, where this n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. Now see here, we see what is the B bar cross A bar. B bar cross A bar. See, in A bar cross B bar, B bar and n cap, in this figure, this A bar, B bar and n cap form a right-handed triplet. Now, here, in the cross product B bar cross A bar, order is different. B bar cross A bar. So, B bar, A bar and this term means negative of n cap, that is minus n cap, form a right-handed triplet. So this is minus n cap. This is minus n cap. So A bar cross B bar is in this way. So B bar cross A bar is in this way. Direction for B bar cross A bar, and this is the direction for A bar cross B bar. So B bar cross A bar is equal to magnitude of vector B into magnitude of vector A into sine of angle between. Angle between them is same, that is theta. So sine of angle between them, that is theta, into the unit vector perpendicular to B bar and A bar, and that is minus n cap. That is minus n cap. So which is equal to magnitude of vector B into magnitude of vector A into sine theta into n cap, and this minus sign can be shifted here. So which is equal to magnitude of vector A, because magnitude of vector B and magnitude of vector A are scalar, so we can interchange their orders. So minus of magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine of theta into n cap, and see what is this? A bar cross B bar. So it is equal to, this is A bar cross B bar, so minus of A bar cross B bar. So here we have B bar cross A bar is equal to minus of A bar cross B bar. B bar cross A bar is equal to minus of A bar cross B bar. So from this we conclude that the cross product is not commutative, as scalar product, dot product is commutative, but vector product means cross product is not commutative. This is remark number 5. Now remark number 6. If A bar see, we have two vectors A bar and B bar. If A bar and B bar are non-zero vectors such that they are non-zero vectors such that A bar is parallel to B bar. A bar and B bar are non-zero vectors and A bar is parallel to B bar. So we know that A bar is parallel to B bar means angle between them is 0. Means theta is equal to 0. So automatically sin theta become, sin 0 is 0. So sin theta is also 0. So if A bar and B bar are non-zero vectors and A bar is parallel to B bar, then theta is equal to 0. Theta is equal to 0 means sin theta is equal to 0 because sin 0 is 0. Now sin theta is equal to 0 means A bar cross B bar is 0 vector. Not 0, it is 0 vector. Conversely, now see, if A bar and B bar are parallel, then their cross product is 0. Now conversely, if A bar cross B bar is equal to 0 vector, then either, we don't know whether A bar and B bar are 0 vectors or non-zero vectors. Simply A bar and B bar are any two vectors which are given to us and their cross product is 0 vector, then either A bar is equal to 0 vector or B bar is equal to 0 vector, or A bar is parallel to B bar means angle between them is 0 means theta is equal to 0. See, if A bar and B bar are any two non-zero vectors and they are parallel, then their cross product is 0 vector. Or if cross product of any two vectors is 0 vector, then either one of them is 0 or angle between them is 0. But if it is given that any two vectors are non-zero and their cross product is 0, then it happens only when they are parallel. So the cross product of two non-zero vectors is 0 vector only when A bar and B bar, or only when they are parallel. So from this one we conclude that the cross product of any two vectors is 0 vector only when they are parallel or they are collinear. Next, remark number 7. If A bar, B bar and C bar are any three vectors, then first A bar cross B bar plus C bar is equal to A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar, and this property is called left distributive because we distribute this addition of two vectors from left side, so it is called left distributive property or left distributive law. Second one, B bar plus C bar cross A bar is equal to B bar cross A bar plus C bar cross A bar, and here we distribute this addition of two vectors over the cross product from right hand side, so it is called right distributive law. Right distributive law. So left distributive law, right distributive law. Property number H1. If A bar, B bar are any two vectors and M and N are scalars, then M into A bar cross N into B bar is equal to Mn into A bar cross B bar. Second number, M into A bar cross B bar is equal to M into A bar cross B bar. So this is Ed's remark. Now ninth one. See, we know that in Cartesian, in three-dimensional system, I cap, j cap, k cap be the unit vectors. They are unit vectors along coordinate axis. Means I cap is the unit vector along x axis, j cap is the unit vector along y axis, and k cap is the unit vector along z axis. So this is x axis, y axis, z axis. Along x axis we have unit vector I cap, along y axis we have unit vector j cap, and along z axis we have unit vector k cap. Now let's see I cap cross I cap. I cap cross I cap. See, x axis, y axis, z axis are mutually perpendicular to each other. It means that x axis is perpendicular to y axis is perpendicular to z axis, and again z axis is perpendicular to x axis. I cap, j cap, k cap are unit vectors along coordinate axis. So I cap, j cap, k cap are also mutually perpendicular to each other. So now let's see I cap cross I cap. By the definition of cross product, by the definition of vector product, I cap cross I cap is equal to magnitude of vector I cap into magnitude of vector I cap into sine of angle between them. Sine of the angle between I cap and itself I cap is 0, that is sine of 0 into the unit vector perpendicular to I cap. Now unit vector perpendicular to I cap is j cap or k cap. You may write any one. But we know that the value of sine 0 is 0. The value of sine 0, this is 1, magnitude of I cap is 1 into magnitude of I cap is 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into that unit vector perpendicular to the vector I cap, and that is any j cap or k cap. So finally it is equal to 0 vector. So I cap cross I cap is equal to, you may write here j cap also, it is equal to 0 vector. The value of all this is 0, and 0 into j cap, that is 0 vector. So it is 0 vector. So I cap cross I cap is 0 vector. Similarly, j cap cross j cap is 0 vector, and k cap cross k cap is also 0 vector. So I cap cross I cap is equal to j cap cross j cap is equal to k cap cross k cap, and that is 0 vector. Second, Now see, I cap cross j cap, it is equal to, I will explain it. I cap cross j cap. By the definition, what is this? Magnitude of I cap into magnitude of j cap into sine of angle between them, that is sine I cap is perpendicular to j cap, so sine of pi by 2 means sine of 90 degree into the unit vector which is perpendicular to both I cap and j cap, and that is k cap. So into k cap, it is equal to magnitude, this is 1, and the value of sine of 90 degree is also 1. So 1 into 1 into 1, 1, and into k cap, that is k cap. So see, I cap cross j cap is k cap. I cap cross j cap is k cap. So right here, I cap cross j cap is k cap. Now j cap cross k cap is equal to, j cap cross k cap is equal to I cap. And k cap cross I cap is equal to j cap. Third one, j cap cross I cap. See here, I cap cross j cap, that is k cap. Now see, j cap cross I cap. See, by the definition, j cap cross I cap, magnitude of vector j cap into magnitude of vector I cap into sine of angle between them, that is sine of 90 degree, into unit vector perpendicular to j cap and I cap. Unit vector perpendicular to j cap and I cap. Now this k cap is perpendicular to I cap and j cap. Now minus of negative of k cap, if this is k cap, if this vector is k cap, then from that side the vector, unit vector, that is minus k cap. So into minus k cap, because it is the unit vector perpendicular to j cap and I cap. So it is 1, 1, 1 into 1 into 1, sine of 90 degrees also 1. So this is 1, and 1 into minus k cap, that is minus of k cap. So j cap cross I cap is minus k cap. J cap cross I cap is minus k cap. Similarly, k cap cross j cap is equal to minus I cap, and I cap cross k cap is equal to minus j cap. Or this can be illustrated by one figure. With the help of this figure, you can remember. See? I cap, j cap and k cap. These three rules can be remembered with the help of this figure. See, I cap cross I cap, j cap cross j cap and k cap cross k cap are 0. Now I cap cross j cap, I cap cross j cap, that is k cap, j cap cross k cap, that is I cap, and I cap cross j cap, that is again k cap. Now if we change the order, j cap cross I cap, that is minus k cap, I cap cross k cap, that is minus j cap. So in this way, with the help of this figure, you can remember these three rules. Now next, 10th remark. If we have given any two vectors a bar and b bar in this space in the form of ijk, if a bar is equal to a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and b bar is equal to b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. These are two vectors which are given to us in the space. Then this a bar cross b bar is equal to determinant. First row I cap, J cap, K cap. Second row A1, A2, A3. And third row B1, B2, B3. So this is the definition of A bar cross B bar. If A bar and B bar are given, this is the definition of A bar cross B bar in the form of determinant. So this formula also gives us the vector A bar cross B bar. Next remark. See, we know that by the definition of vector product, angle between A bar and B bar. See, we have the definition of A bar cross B bar. A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine theta into n cap. If we take the magnitude of A bar cross B bar, magnitude of A bar cross B bar, it is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine theta. It means A bar cross B bar, magnitude of A bar cross B bar divided by, shift this magnitude of vector A to left hand side, magnitude of vector B to left hand side, so it becomes divided by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into is equal to sine theta. So sine theta is equal to A bar, magnitude of A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B, and this formula gives us the angle between two vectors A bar and B bar. So sine theta is equal to magnitude of vector A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Let A bar and B bar be any two vectors with same initial point see, if it is your A bar and this vector is B bar, and they both vectors have same initial point, and if these two vectors are inclined at an angle theta, means angle between them is theta. Now complete the parallelogram. Complete this parallelogram. If this point is A, B, C and D. Draw a perpendicular from point D on side AB on the vector AB, vector A. So if this is the perpendicular, so here, and if this is M, point M, so AMD. See this triangle AMD, this is right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. And we know that we have the trigonometric ratios or trigonometric functions of acute angle in right angle triangle. From this one, what is sine theta? Sine theta. Sine theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Here opposite side is DM. So it is DM divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AD, which is equal to DM divided by. So see here, along side AD there is a vector B bar. So the length of segment AD is nothing but the magnitude of vector B. So length of AD or side AD can be written as magnitude of vector B. So from this one, DM is equal to, shift this vector b to the left hand side, so it become magnitude of vector b into sine theta. So see, this is magnitude of vector b into sine theta. Now this dm is the height of this parallelogram. Dm is height of parallelogram, means dm, this is height of parallelogram. Height of parallelogram, that is dm, which is equal to magnitude of vector b into sine theta. Now this segment AB is base of the parallelogram. Now along this side AB there is a vector A, so the length of the segment AB is nothing but the magnitude of vector A. So therefore base of this parallelogram, is equal to length of AB, and which is equal to magnitude of vector A, which is equal to magnitude of vector A. Now see, we have the base of this parallelogram. Base of parallelogram is known, height of the parallelogram is also known, that is magnitude of vector b into sine theta, and base is magnitude of vector A. Now we have the definition of area of parallelogram. We have the definition of area of parallelogram. We know that area of parallelogram is equal to base into height. This is the formula for area of parallelogram if base and height of the parallelogram are known, which is equal to base into height. What is base? That is length of AB, and that is magnitude of vector A, into height, that is dm, length of the segment dm, and it is magnitude of vector b into sine theta. But we know that magnitude of A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector b into sine theta. So we have the right hand side here. So this is nothing but magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So area of parallelogram is equal to magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So this is the geometrical meaning of vector product. This is the geometrical meaning of cross product. So the magnitude of vector product of any two vectors A bar and B bar is nothing but the area of parallelogram with two adjacent sides having lengths magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B. So today we have discussed vector product of any two vectors. In the next lecture we will see the examples on vector product. Thank you.